So Henry saw an assembly yesterday, which was set up by the school counselor, the school psychologist, the principal and the vice principal, and also the head of the special education department, uh, and also the gym teacher, to set up a program called peer mediation, where students who are in conflicts have the option of going to two other students who are supervised by one of these people, and a student can hear the two students, talk about their sides of an issue, and also and also come up with a way to mediate the conflict and move on with the rest of the day. And Henry's so excited that he goes home and tells his parents, about this. He brings the application home and shows it to his mom and dad, and they say, "Yeah, I think you would be great at this. You've had some. Yes, you do have, some behaviors, but we think you'd be great at this, and we'll help you fill this out." So his mom and dad both help him fill out that application. And then the next morning, he goes to his class, which is team taught by Mr. White, the special education teacher, and Mrs. Campbell, who teaches the gen ed teacher in a fourth grade class. He shows it to Mr. White, and for Mr. White to sign off on it. And Mr. White says, "Henry, you always have stomped your foot whenever when people tell you things you don't like. You yell at other students, and to be a peer mediator, you have to be mature, and you show a lot of immaturity. And this is something that I can't sign off on. I'm sorry. I can't approve you to be a peer mediator." So Henry then asked, "Can you give me a day to show you that I can do well and that I can be great at this?" And then Mr. White says, "I'm giving you a whole semester. And how are you going to prove that to me in one day that you can change these behaviors? No, I'm not going to let you be a peer mediator." So Henry's very discouraged. And so right now they're reviewing yesterday's worksheets, and Henry writes, "I hate school" at the top of it. And then he turns it into Mr. White, who collects all the papers from each of the students who are both IEP and Gen Ed. And Mr. White, calls Henry over and says, "That's why you can't be a peer mediator." How can Mr. White express his concerns better to Henry? And is there a way that Henry could probably learn to improve his behaviors by being a peer mediator?